Hey, hi, hello. Look at this face. You think it's cute, don't you? That's sadistic. This is Jeff the friggin' Land Shark. You may know him from the popular free-to-play hero shooter called Marvel Rivals, but I simply know him as the star of my nightmares. Just when I think it's safe, he somehow swam up a wall behind me just to shoot bubbles up my ass. He may look adorable, but this little fella is a mighty menace, a nasty nuisance of the most atrocious variety. But where exactly did this little monster come from exactly? This is the entire story of Jeff the Land Shark, or whatever. I don't know. Likes and subs. Let's go. So, like, superheroes on the West Coast have it pretty easy from what I'm hearing. It's pretty chill, apparently, at least according to the 2018 book, The West Coast Avengers, written by Kelly Thompson. That is until one day the streets of Santa Monica had an army of vicious land sharks rampaging through. They're very scary. They were genetically crafted by this weird head guy. After Hawkeye put the beasts in the ocean, the other Hawkeye, yes, I know that's confusing, said to Hawkeye, you gotta start like a superhero agency or something, or whatever. She was like, bet, but what's the one thing Hawkeye doesn't have? Money. That's where this fella with the mohawk comes in. He's an X-Man or something with psychic powers, whatever that means. And he has a film crew just following him around casually, conveniently, and they're making like a reality show or something. The only way that Hawkeye can get funding is if she agrees to move in to a house, Big Brother style, with this superhero team that she just formed to make a reality show out of. She agrees, obviously, reluctantly. 6 issues go by without any shark-like activity. Nada. That is until, oh no. Our heroes are kidnapped and placed in shark cages above a pool full of land sharks. Superhero plot stuff happens. Who cares? Blah, 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 blah. The heroes win. Yeah. We all know that. This is Gwenpool. She's one of the heroes on Hawkeye's squad. After they beat the big sharks, she finds a small baby shark. She informs the team that his name is Jeff and he's coming with them. Jeff is now officially canon and my nightmares are about to begin. Jeff gets his very own title card. He ain't no pet. Jeff is a part of the team. He does kind of act like a pet though, to be honest. And he's really taken to that Mohawk fella. They're quite the pals. And just when you've been lulled into a false sense of security, boom, pow, Jeff will leap into action. He fights right alongside the team. Gwenpool and that Mohawk guy are all kissy by the end. With Jeff, they make for a very cute little family. Oh God, oh no, sweet Lord. No, oh no, Jeff gets a tornado power. Now my nightmares are about to hit a fever pitch. No, Jeff, no, down boy, down. 2019, Gwenpool knows that Deadpool always has a book coming out, so she brings Jeff to his narrative instead. She knows Jeff will be safer here. Oh yeah, by this point, Deadpool is like the king of the monsters or something because he killed the previous king of the monsters or whatever comic book stuff just happening. He and his monsters have overtaken Staten Island and have renamed it Deadpoolopolis. Jeff now rolls with the king. He's royalty. Very fancy. This new bootleg millennial Kraven the Hunter guy, or whatever, kills a bunch of Deadpool's monsters. And he also tries to kill Jeff. We can't be doing that. Good thing he failed. Deadpool gets hit with a magic bullet and is teleported somewhere, leaving Jeff and Kraven behind. The magic eventually wears off. Then, Deadpool and Kraven fight for like 2 issues before the heroes win again. Yay. Deadpool and Jeff are pretty cool together though, I'm not gonna lie. When Jeff got sad because he misses Gwen, Deadpool was like, you know what? I'm gonna put on a Gwenpool suit just to make you smile, Jeff. And this is all very wholesome, happening in a comic book where people get decapitated. Jeff and Smash Smash are good friends. Smash Smash is massive, but he's also a child. He goes on a rampage in Manhattan. Jeff, Deadpool, and Elsa Bloodstone end up having to kill Smash Smash. It's very sad. Back on Monster Island, Jeff is playing cards. Jeff plays a Jelby card. Turns out that Jelby is a mutant, and he can hold anything inside his purple mask. Deadpool gets the idea for Jelby to help him sneak into Krakoa. Krakoa is a secret utopia only for X-Men and mutants. Once they get there, Emma Frost calls Jeff a handbag. Jeff doesn't mind though. Jeff will take pets from Emma Frost no matter what in a heartbeat. You would too. When leaving Krakoa, Jeff and Deadpool get into a fight with a bunch of X-Men. But their team up goes so hard as Deadpool hurls Jeff the Landshark into a flying storm. If this team up comes to Marvel Rivals, we are all doomed. Just when you think Jeff is just a silly little goofball guy, he'll hit you with a vicious attack. The fight ends. Rogue offers Deadpool a Krakoa flower to allow him access back to the mutant oasis at any time. He declines even though he secretly really wants that flower. Jeff knows that Deadpool wants that flower, so Jeff secretly takes the flower and brings it back to Deadpoolopolis with them. Jeff is just such a thoughtful and wholesome little boy. Or whatever, I'm not scared. Now Deadpool, Elsa, and Jeff are the power throuple. They make for an awesome trio, I can't lie, even though I do miss the Mohawk guy and Gwenpool. Now Deadpool tells Jeff to stay back and play it safe, but you and I both know that that's not how Jeff rolls. Jeff loves to tag along for adventures. He wants to pounce into action. He wants the smoke, and he's handy with a knife. But he also just loves to chill and eat pizza too. That is until a symbiote gets attached to him. Then Jeff gets scary as hell. Even scarier than the original land sharks we were exposed to. But they tame him down pretty quickly, all thanks to Jelby. Jelby rules. They get the symbiote off of Jeff, and everyone lives happily ever after. 2021, Jeff gets his own series in a web series called It's Jeff. It's not really like a superhero kind of thing. It's much more of like a modern twist on gag strips. Think Garfield, but better. Think Snoopy, but better. The comics were presented in a new scroll format suited for smartphones and stuff. You know, the future. I love this series, written by Jeff's creator Kelly Thompson and featuring the stunning artwork of Gurihiru. They bring Jeff to life in these mostly dialogue-free panels. The gags are funny. How can anyone be scared of this guy? He's such a good little dude. Like the time he gave his dinner to a group of stray cats. How can anyone be mad at this Chad? He's such a fun, mischievous little rapscallion, like the time he stole all the superhero suits and put them all on himself just to become the most adorable mega superhero of all time. How can anyone be intimidated by him? Oh, then Jeff gets a symbiote for a second time, that's how. But don't worry, he's not really mean this time, but he still is super powerful, huge and jacked. If Venom Jeff comes to the game, I'm checking myself into a clinic somewhere. Then 2024 happens. NetEase is all like, we're gonna put out a hero shooter with Marvel licenses. What is one of those licenses they used? You guessed it, Jeff the Landshark. He's a simple character with an easy to understand kit, but in the right hands, Jeff is a beast. He has a constant stream of healing to support his team. He can swim in the ground to regain health. He can swim up walls to get the high ground. He has an attack that deals decent damage at a fair range. He can leave bubbles of healing all throughout the map for his team. He's very helpful. He can be played like a duelist who flanks and kills, or as a pure backline support. The versatility on this little scallywag is broken. Worst of all though is his ultimate. Once charged, this ferocious little wretch can swallow your entire team whole and spit them off a cliff somewhere. This is particularly frustrating because you can almost never see it coming until it's too late. As much as I love Jeff the character and all the books he's been featured in, I hate Jeff the friggin' Landshark anytime he queues into one of my enemies' lobbies. If you made it all the way to the end, add me in Marvel Rivals. My username is IHateJeff. I'm not joking. Let's KO some Jeffs together. See you in the game. Bye for now.